Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Call forth emotions, feelings, and responses. Raise a smile. Summon into action or bring into existence, often as if by magic. Raise the specter of unemployment. Cause to become alive again. Raise from the dead. The act of raising something. Firemen learn several different raises for getting ladders up. Cause to puff up with 11. Invigorate or heighten. Cause to assemble or enlist in the military. Raise an army. The amount of salary is increased. He got a 3% raise. Give a promotion to or assign to a higher position. An upward slope or grade, as in a road. Put an end to. Raise a siege. Put forward for consideration or discussion. Raise the question of promotions. Raise from a lower to a higher position. Move upwards. Increase. Cultivate by growing, often involving improvements by means of agricultural techniques. We raise hogs here. Construct, build, or erect. Raise in rank or condition. Look after a child until it is an adult. Raise a family. Activate or stir up. Raise a mutiny. Bet more than the previous player. Bid, one's partner's suit, at a higher level. Bring, a surface or a design, into relief and cause to project. Raised edges. Cause to be heard or known, express or utter. Raise a shout. Collect funds for a specific purpose. The president raised several $1 million for his college. Create a disturbance, especially by making a great noise. Raise hell. Establish radio communications with. They managed to raise Hanoi last night. Increasing the size of a bet, as in poker. I'll see your raise and double it. Multiply, a number, by itself a specified number of times. 8 is 2 raised to the power 3. Pronounce, vowels, by bringing the tongue closer to the roof of the mouth. Raise your O. Raise the level or amount of something. Raise my salary. Call forth emotions, feelings, and responses. Arouse pity. Summon into action or bring into existence, often as if by magic. Stop sleeping. To begin moving. Cause to become awake or conscious. Cause to be alert and energetic. Stimulate sexually. This movie usually arouses the male audience. Call forth emotions, feelings, and responses. Deduce, a principle, or construe, a meaning. Derive by reason. Elicit a solution. Call forth emotions, feelings, and responses. Cause to start burning. Call forth emotions, feelings, and responses. Evoke sympathy. Summon into action or bring into existence, often as if by magic. Evoke or provoke to appear or occur. Call to mind. This remark evoked sadness. Deduce, a principle, or construe, a meaning. Call forth, emotions, feelings, and responses. Provide with fuel. Oil fires the furnace. Start firing a weapon. Go off or discharge. The gun fired. The process of combustion of inflammable materials producing heat and light and, often, smoke. Fire was one of our ancestors' first discoveries. Start or maintain a fire in. Fire the furnace. Feelings of great warmth and intensity. Become ignited. The furnace wouldn't fire. The act of firing weapons or artillery at an enemy. Hold your fire until you can see the whites of their eyes. Intense adverse criticism. Clinton directed his fire at the Republican Party. Terminate the employment of. Discharge from an office or position. The boss fired his secretary today. Cause to go off. Fire a gun. Destroy by fire. A fireplace in which a relatively small fire is burning. They sat by the fire and talked. A severe trial. He went through fire and damnation. Bake in a kiln so as to harden. Fire pottery. Drive out or away by or as if by fire. The soldiers were fired. Fuel that is burning and is used as a means for cooking. Put the kettle on the fire. Generate an electrical impulse. The neurons fired fast. Once thought to be one of 4 elements composing the universe, Empedocles. The event of something burning, often destructive. They lost everything in the fire. Call forth, emotions, feelings, and responses. Cause to start burning. The setting sun kindled the sky with oranges and reds. Catch fire. The dried grass of the prairie kindled, spreading the flames for miles. Call forth, emotions, feelings, and responses. Evoke or provoke to appear or occur. Her behavior provoked a quarrel between the couple. Provide the needed stimulus for. Annoy continually or chronically. Summon into action or bring into existence, often as if by magic. Put forward for consideration or discussion. Bring up an unpleasant topic. Raise from a lower to a higher position. Cause to load, an operating system, and start the initial processes. Make reference to. Look after a child until it is an adult. Bring up children. Cause to come to a sudden stop. Promote from a lower position or rank. Summon into action or bring into existence, often as if by magic. Call down the spirits from the mountain. Censure severely or angrily. Summon into action or bring into existence, often as if by magic. Evoke or provoke to appear or occur. Summon into action or bring into existence, often as if by magic. He conjured wild birds in the air. Engage in plotting or enter into a conspiracy, swear together. Ask for or request earnestly. Summon into action or bring into existence, often as if by magic. Summon into action or bring into existence, often as if by magic. Request earnestly, something from somebody, ask for aid or protection. Cite as an authority, resort to. He invoked the law that would save him. Summon into action or bring into existence, often as if by magic. Put before. Insist on having one's opinions and rights recognized. Propose as a candidate for some honor. Summon into action or bring into existence, often as if by magic. A rapid active commotion. Affect emotionally. A stirring movie. To begin moving. As the thunder started, the sleeping children began to stir. Stir feelings in. Stir emotions. Stir the feelings, emotions, or piece of. A prominent or sensational but short-lived news event. Move very slightly. Emotional agitation and excitement. Mix or add by stirring. Move an implement through. Stir the soup. Return from the dead. Cause to become alive again. Slavery is already dead, and cannot be resurrected. Restore from a depressed, inactive, or unused state. He resurrected the tango in this remote part of Argentina. Cause to become alive again. The act of lifting something with great effort. The act of raising something. An upward movement, especially a rhythmical rising and falling. Make an unsuccessful effort to vomit. Strain to vomit. Rise and move, as in waves or billows. An involuntary spasm of ineffectual vomiting. A bad case of the heaves. Lift or elevate. Throwing something heavy, with great effort. He gave it a mighty heave. Bend out of shape, as under pressure or from heat. Breathe noisily, as when one is exhausted. Geology, a horizontal dislocation. Move or cause to move in a specified way, direction, or position. Throw with great effort. Utter a sound, as with obvious effort. She heaved a deep sigh when she saw the list of things to do. Lifting device consisting of a platform or cage that is raised and lowered mechanically in a vertical shaft in order to move people from one floor to another in a building. Raise or haul up with or as if with mechanical help. The act of raising something. He responded with a lift of his eyebrow. Fly people or goods to or from places not accessible by other means. Food is airlifted into Bosnia. Invigorate or heighten. Lift my spirits. Make off with belongings of others. Transportation of people or goods by air, especially when other means of access are unavailable. Rise up. Cancel officially. Lift an embargo. Perform cosmetic surgery on someone's face. Take illegally. A wave that lifts the surface of the water or ground. Put an end to. Lift a ban. plastic surgery to remove wrinkles and other signs of aging from your face. An incision is made near the hairline and skin is pulled back and excess tissue is excised. Some actresses have more than one facelift. The event of something being raised upward. Raise from a lower to a higher position. Move upwards. Lift one's eyes. Take without referencing from someone else's writing or speech, of intellectual property. The component of the aerodynamic forces acting on an airfoil that opposes gravity. Move upward. The fog lifted. Raise in rank or condition. The new law lifted many people from poverty. A powered conveyance that carries skiers up a hill. A device worn in a shoe or boot to make the wearer look taller or to correct a shortened leg. A ride in a car. He gave me a lift home. Call to stop the hunt or to retire, as of hunting dogs. Make audible. He lifted a war whoop. One of the layers forming the heel of a shoe or boot. Pay off, a mortgage. Remove from a seedbed or from a nursery. Lift the tulip bulbs. Remove from a surface. The detective carefully lifted some fingerprints from the table. Remove, hair, by scalping. Rise upward, as from pressure or moisture. The floor is lifting slowly. Take hold of something and move it to a different location. Lift the box onto the table. Take off or away by decreasing. Lift the pressure. Take, root crops, out of the ground. Lift potatoes. The act of giving temporary assistance. Cause to puff up with a leaven. Unleavened bread. An influence that works subtly to lighten or modify something. His sermons benefited from a leavening of humor. A substance used to produce fermentation in dough or a liquid. Provide evidence for. Cause to puff up with a leaven. Increase in volume. Be shown or be found to be. She proved to be right. Put to the test, as for its quality, or give experimental use to. Establish the validity of something, as by an example, explanation or experiment. Obtain probate of. Prove a will. Prove formally. Demonstrate by a mathematical, formal proof. Take a trial impression of. Cause to assemble or enlist in the military. The act of drafting into military service. Impose and collect. Levy a fine. A charge imposed and collected. Cause to assemble or enlist in the military. Recruit new soldiers. Register formally as a participant or member. The party recruited many new members. A recently enlisted soldier. Any new member or supporter, as in the armed forces. Seek to employ. The lab director recruited an able crew of assistants. An increase in cost. The amount of salary is increased. He got a wage hike. Increase. The landlord hiked up the rents. A long walk usually for exercise or pleasure. She enjoys a hike in her spare time. Walk a long way, as for pleasure or physical exercise. Hike the Rockies. Get up and out of bed. An increase in cost. They asked for a 10% rise in rates. Return from the dead. Christ is risen. Theology, the origination of the Holy Spirit at Pentecost. A movement upward. They cheered the rise of the hot air balloon. Rise up. Increase in volume. Come up, of celestial bodies. The sun also rises. The amount of salary is increased. The act of changing location in an upward direction. Go up or advance. A wave that lifts the surface of the water or ground. Move to a better position in life or to a better job. Rise in rank or status. Come into existence. Take on form or shape. Increase in value or to a higher point. An upward slope or grade, as in a road. The car couldn't make it up the rise. Take part in a rebellion. Renounce a former allegiance. The property possessed by a slope or surface that rises. Increase in price or value. Become more extreme. Come to the surface. Move upward. Rise to one's feet. A growth in strength or number or importance. Exert oneself to meet a challenge. Rise to a challenge. The amount of salary is increased. The amount of salary is increased. He got a wage hike. The amount of salary is increased. Move forward, also in the metaphorical sense. Being ahead of time or need. Gave advance warning. A change for the better, progress in development. A movement forward. Give a promotion to or assign to a higher position. Women tend not to advance in the major law firms. An amount paid before it is earned. A tentative suggestion designed to elicit the reactions of others. She rejected his advances. Situated ahead or going before. An advance party. Increase or raise. Increase in price or value. The news caused a general advance on the stock market. Obtain advantages, such as points, etc. Develop in a positive way. Move forward. We have to advance clocks and watches when we travel eastward. The act of moving forward, as toward a goal. Rise in rate or price. Contribute to the progress or growth of. Bring forward for consideration or acceptance. Advance an argument. Cause to move forward. Develop further. Pay in advance. Can you advance me some money? Give a promotion to or assign to a higher position. Raise from a lower to a higher position. Raise in rank or condition.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.